Hey guys, and welcome to another video by Sabrefox91o. As you can see, we are here on Zavod as you guys have requested, and we are going to go off and start with the RU side, starting with the defense and then moving on towards the attack, and then also giving you a bit of an overview position and what I think about it. Now, let's jump right into it, guys. Right, starting from the Russia side, here in the far left side, also known as open area or ocean side, there are 3 areas you would want to cover, and this is only 1 area out of 3. Now, starting in the far left side, up close here is the best place you can get because it's a little bit of cover you can get while still getting the head picks from over there and watching the people don't flank from the far left side. If you do want, you can flank here or far on the far right side, but I would not recommend it because you are very open and the people from there can take you out easily. And here in the middle area, you want to get someone as close as possible because the first bomb which usually spawns in that area there, you want to make sure they don't just to get tuck and run. So basically getting someone up here in the front area right behind you of the street, using it as cover, just getting a quick pick and then basically moving back into cover is better. But you should be careful because people can push from there and then take you down from the side. Or if they can get you from that rock over there as well. So you should be very careful when you do make this push up here and play very defensively. And then another area from this I would suggest is pushing by these rocks over here. From these rocks over here, you can basically see if there's anybody there pushing towards there. Or if the guy did get the bomb, you can see if you can get a pick where he tries to cross over. And also being a close support for your teammate right over there. Or if you need be, pushing here on the far right side, going up here, getting a flank. But you should expect someone in this area there or in the factory to your right. And if you do get a chance, see if you can get a quick pick and then move back to keep things moving up. Now, when it comes to pushing in the middle, there's 2 areas I would recommend you push. One area would be in this section over here, going towards the factory. Making your way through this building, checking over corners obviously, and then making sure no one flanks your teammate from this side or just holding a line. And then another area is pushing straight into the factory door here, getting behind these boxes, just getting a quick hit clear to see if someone jumps up there. Or if you can, and this is very risky, jump from the front here and this tank, and just crouching in here, basically doing an overhead peek, or even providing a spawn bomb for your team if need be. But the tank over here is a good area because it's very good cover and it's a bit of a head clear situation for yourself. Now something that people like to do is send one guy on the far right side and flanking the enemy team. It is not always recommended, but you can do it. It depends on your playstyle as a team or as a person yourself, and if your team captain will allow it as well. But anyway, when it comes to flanking on the far right side, you want to make it as far as possible or sneak in between the buildings so no one can see you. Because areas you should expect it from the RU side where people should camp, it's usually on these tanks over here, or the far back there, or even in the tank graveyard. And another far position is at the end of that pipeline, basically sitting behind these cinder blocks here, watching to see if anybody flanks. So you must always be careful when you do flank, because there will be someone sitting at the far back or either flanking you as well. Now, from the RU side, this is basically also known as the aggressive stance. Also due to the fact because it's more of a line formation and you have no one flanking, basically making it a direct push. Now here, the one guy on the far left side basically checks the rock and also the far in the back in the forest. And also the one straight basically making sure nobody goes quick for the bomb pickup while watching the area on the left side and checking the right side there, basically getting the bomb from himself if need be. Then you have the one here in the far back with a bit of a higher ground, watching the people far in the middle here, and straight up in the middle up there and on the right side of the factory. And you want to avoid straight up here by the door of the factory, watching the left side, and straight up by the container over here. And then you have the one basically moves towards the tank, or you could use the bottom stairs, watching the main entrance of the factory or the side door, which is over there. And here you have your more defensive lineup. As you can see, we have a bit of a line formation, but a few pushed up, but also keeping at a safe distance. Here in the far left side, basically keeping his distance from the enemy, but watching also the same areas in front, making sure he does not get pushed. And one here at the back, maybe watching the middle and also to the right side, And then one in the factory, basically keeping the left side, middle, and straight up to the right up safe. And then one in the alleyway, making sure there's no one in the junkyard, keeping the attention to himself, so one in the flank goes all around and basically go for the pick so his team can get straight up towards the bomb. Now, when it comes to attacking on the enemy from this side, I would highly recommend using long-range weapons for this open area over here. Because long-range weapons for these open engagements are usually a lot better for accuracy and holding them down from far away. Especially if you want to get a quick hit glitch spot or get them out of a hit glitch spot. It is always better to use a long-range weapon for those situations. So for this area on the far left side, I would suggest taking smoke and also using long-range weapons like the Ace. Now, basically, you would want to smoke up this area over here and then pushing up, taking the bomb, while 2 players at least keep back and making sure they don't push through the smoke themselves or try to stop the bomb carrier. I would suggest the guy in the middle here runs for the bomb while the 2 on the side basically hold, while the 2 on the side basically holds and defend you while you move towards the bomb. Or if you can, even push them down and keep completely wiping them out is usually always a good idea. Now, when it comes to pushing here in the middle side, I would suggest using your close range weapons, such as the AEK. And that's pretty much it, because that's all most people use these days anyway, so there's no point in suggesting another close range weapon, except for obviously the G18. But yes, let's carry on. When it comes to these areas, you would want to make a quick movement, getting in this building before they do, and getting a quick pick. Now basically getting into these defensive positions, making sure they don't even come close to this building, and then holding this building to make sure nobody follows the bomb as you make your way towards the bomb sites. Always make sure you have someone holding this area for every situation. When it comes to attacking the bomb or even defending bombs, it is a very good situation for a spawn bomb because you are close to Alpha and Bravo, plus you can always provide a flank from your side. Or even a spawn bomb and make a big ass flank. Now for the far right side, when it comes to flanking, I'm going to give you a suggested route that I used to take. But yeah, I'm just going to basically do a quick run through it and give you a quick guide on where to expect people. Now when you're running down here, it's always good to use these little rocks here. Basically expect always someone on that area over there or there. When you make your way down here, just almost make sure you push behind these rocks over here to make sure you avoid anybody sitting in graveyard itself or on these pipelines. It might take a bit longer, but it's safer and you can help your team as soon as possible. Especially if your whole team does go down, you can get a spawn bomb on you and when you're ready, basically on your bomb sites. And then you basically go over around here, make sure this area is clear if there is no one. Then move up to this section here by this by the bunker. And then moving towards here. Getting a pick over there if there is someone here. Another one there. And at some points, someone there. Now, starting on the US side, on the open area also known as Ocean side, there are also 3 areas you would want to cover. One area would be up close here and personal, but also from a nice hitless position is here. Watching this area over here, also in the big ass area on the right side. And then another area is moving up straight towards these rocks over here, getting to the bomb as first and soon as possible. And then another area I would suggest is here at the back, basically watching that area over there or there if need be. That's all you did for all 3 places I would suggest from the starting point when it comes to the start off on the US side for the right side. And here on your middle area for the US, there is 1 or 2 areas I would suggest you push. First area is up straight here by this little container, using the bushes as cover and basically keeping that door at all times. Because there will be somebody running through there, or from behind here you can basically see if someone is moving towards there on the side or there if need be. And then another area is moving straight in here, basically seeing as you can get here as soon as possible before the enemy team and getting the pick there, or there. and then hiding here and holding the fort down here when all your enemies are coming towards you. Now, when defending this far left side, also known as forests, from the US side, I would recommend not using a flanker, but using someone to hold back. But the reason is because your team gets the bomb first, and you can also use this to your advantage if your team does go down for some reason, or, well, if you're lucky, your team actually got all the picks and is bringing the bomb towards you. It means you can basically be here in the front area while your enemy team is still pushing up after they've been down, meaning you can keep them down, making sure they don't get close to your side in the far left side, or making sure they don't even get close to the bomb sites at all. Or teammates can also spawn on you for that side. The other areas basically when you're to defend is either on that tank, basically holding it on the graveyard in between these tanks, basically keeping yourself hidden from any enemies, like here. You can get a quick pick, seeing if anyone's any there or if they're there, so forth. Keeping yourself hidden at all times, and you can see if anybody comes around. If you stay here, you can even hear them coming around. And if you do want to be more close to your team, I would suggest staying there, on right there at the back of the concrete. It provides better support for your team as long range, and you can also see enemy flankers from the left side. Now from here, as you can see, this is one of the more defensive layouts, I would say, but also it can be very aggressive as well. Mostly aggressive due to the fact because you have a very straight line and you do not use a flank at all. So basically from this situation here, this guy basically watches the open area to the far right while watching the rock in this area here. This player over here goes straight for the bomb, get a pick if need be here, and then fall back behind the lines. While this guy over here basically makes sure there's no one to the right, in front, or in the left side of the factory. And you have the one here just outside of the factory behind the cinder blocks, watching the door and the outside. And then you have another one inside on the factory, inside the bomb. Basically, as soon as you have the bomb, you've got fall behind the line, and the rest just follows one by one. Like a domino effect, if you could say that. And this one here, as you can see, it's a more defensive setup. But the reason is it is very zigzag-like, and I'm also using the flank. Now here, the one is far back, basically watching a wider area to cover. And then the one here at the back is also a bit more far back, watching straight down and to the left side of the factory. And then you have the one here in the same spot in the factory, watching the door, and on the right side. And one here on a tank graveyard, watching inside the factory and to the left in the middle. Where you have the one flanking in the far right side, basically getting the picks what you need for your team to move up and get the bomb locations. Now when it comes to attacking from the open side in the far right starting US, I would suggest using your far right open flank to push up as soon as possible. Getting those big pushes, seeing if you can get nades behind spots there, and basically moving up section for section. Or if you would like, using the far left side over there, pushing straight past this building here. Do be careful because this does blow up. And pushing straight through here, but be careful when you push here because there will be people on your left side and on your right side, so it is a very risky area to push. But the middle should only be used to defend or to grab the bomb. Now when you're attacking from the middle area over here, you would want to get as soon as possible behind this cover here, because it provides better cover for you to shoot over there past there, or get a quick pick from the door. Or if you would like, you can always use this container over here, basically getting into it where you have better cover and you can sit behind here, or just get a quick pick from there. And then like I said previously, getting in this tank is a necessity, or if you want you can always go down here, coming up the stairs here, basically getting yourself a better cover behind these boxes. Now, this is my suggested route when you are flanking from the US side. I would suggest using these buildings in here through the presses, basically checking this area if another flanker is coming towards you or if he's passing by, then pushing. But be careful because there might be someone watching your flank from the tanks or on the mountain there at the side. So when you do move here, make sure you do it wide and move from cover to cover as soon as possible. Basically going all the way around from the red zone, moving in the back here, and making your way towards here, getting the enemy picks. Basically, it should be over there, here at the back, or even those containers over there, as we usually will expect people. Alright, and that covers all the basics for this map. I hope this video helped you guys a lot, and if it did help you guys, please like and subscribe. I will leave the nade spots link in the description below, so please go check that out and it will help you guys a lot. But until next time, thank you guys so much.